Live from the O'Brien Services Stadium Studios, this is the fifth quarter.
Hello and welcome to the fifth quarter. This is the place for the best high school football coverage in the Cape Fear. It is the best night of the week, and I'm Dustin Dorsey, joined tonight by former West Brunswick assistant coach TJ Spivey, filling in for our friend Joe Katz. Good to have you here, TJ.
Thanks. Best night of the week, Friday night football. Been waiting for it all week.
You better believe it. We waited for it. It's here, so let's go ahead and get into this. It's week 7 of the high school football season, the halfway point through the regular season of play. Let's go ahead and start things here in Wilmington. No surprise that New Hanover is mentioned as one of the best teams in the area. They're undefeated and looking to keep it going. So let's get into the action right here, TJ. Homecoming night. New Hanover already up 21-0, and this makes it 28-0. A little special teams boo-boo.
Special teams plays. You're not going to beat a good New Hanover team if you don't play good on special teams.
You need to execute on all three phases. This isn't executing on defense. Here's a Francis Meehan interception off of Jacob Floyd right here. New Hanover football.
Great defense all night. Another zero this week.
Cats on the move. Blake Walston giving it to Freddie Taylor, who's making some nice moves. The basketball star can do it on the football field as well. And the orange and black finish it off. Big man Holland Baynard makes it 35-0 right here, TJ.
Another big week for the Wildcats. Another shutout 2 weeks in a row. They're really starting to separate themselves in the conference a little bit.
Jabez Howard separating himself from defenders, putting this thing in for the touchdown. 49-0 is your final score from Legion Stadium. 0, also the number of losses the Cats have this year, if you are keeping track at home. Now, let's head over to Boiling Spring Lakes, where the Ashland Screaming Eagles are on the road to play South Brunswick, your neck of the woods, the old Brunswick County. Big night for Brunswick County tonight. It's homecoming, always a nice night for the kids.
A lot of defense in this one, Dustin.
Yes, plenty of defense. Here's some defense right here. Offense looking nice. Big hit right there by Mac Clark. That drive, unfortunately, stalls out for South. How about Ashley looking to get things going? This would be nice. Keegan Meyer,
Another nice defensive play. Defense was the theme in this game.
Defense, but how about the running game for Ashley? They got themselves a nice running back and a running quarterback here.
If you love old-fashioned football, you wanted to be in Bowling Springs late tonight.
Yeah, there's plenty of that. Nice Logan Black run, but no score. In fact, there's no score in this one through the first 4 quarters of play. Defense, like TJ saying.
Free football.
That's it. Hey, we got some free football. Went into overtime, tied at 0, but ultimately South Brunswick wins it on a field goal. 3-0 is your final score from Boiling Spring Lakes. Now to the first of our 2 big rivalry games tonight. Your old team, TJ, West Brunswick, taking on North Brunswick. Hey, shout out to our friends at ATMC for the highlights.
Always a big rival game, West and North. Owen McDowell hands off to Casey Medford, went over 100 yards rushing tonight, takes this one in for an early lead.
They're doing pretty well without Bubba McCray tonight. That's looking pretty nice. That will set up this. Here's Owen McDowell, excuse me, your TJ. That's Owen McDowell. He's scoring. He's now handing the ball off over here to Jakari Bethel. Look at the big man rumble here.
Really good wrestler, really good running back, really good linebacker.
Does a little bit of everything. Owen McDowell, he's not giving it to Bethel on this one. He's taking it himself. It's another touchdown.
Big night for Owen. 2 touchdowns on the ground, another one in the air. Really good game for this young man, having a great senior year.
Here it comes. There's some moves through the air. Nice little screen pass to DeMonte Daniels. And here's that one in the air you were talking about. Here comes the hat trick for Owen McDowell. He is looking deep. It's Jalen Jones-Bay for the touchdown.
Been doing that in the backyard since they were in kindergarten. Good to see those 2 kids hook up right there.
Mighty Trojans prevail on this Friday night. Back-to-back wins, this time 28-7 West, your final score. Now let's pay a visit to our team of the week. Trask was back home playing host to Richlands this evening. Check out the run game here. Paul Lenhart gets the run into the red zone. That will set up a touchdown. Now, and here that touchdown is. Emmanuel Whitehead squirting through there, getting in that touchdown. They get a 2-point conversion on the play. 15-7 is your halftime score here. Richlands run the ball pretty well, TJ.
Coach Taylor doing a good job at Trask. Just a little pass right here don't help. Can't turn the ball over and beat a really good team like Richlands. Coach Taylor will get them back to work on Monday, and they'll fix those problems.
He's going to need it. That run led to a field goal. Titans can't get the victory at home. Richlands wins this one 29-7. Now, from Trask to Pender, here are the Patriots coming out of the tunnel looking to get back into the win column. They are playing Lejeune tonight. Here's Trevante Devon. They actually have another running back besides Latrell Brown, and look at him run here making some moves.
Hey, he had a lot of really good runs tonight. This is a really good one of the best ones we've seen so far.
That gets him into the 10-yard line, and he wants to score. He'll get the score. Here it is, punching this thing in. He will not be stopped. Pender was feeling some kind of way tonight, TJ. They were bumming about the loss last week, but they're going to continue to get this thing in here. There's a 2-point conversion.
Ground and pound all night, like that running game.
Speaking of the running game, the quarterback in this one, Lavelle Henry Jr., he could take the direct snap with a run here. There's a nice little run right past our cameras.
Nice.
And that will set up Trevante Devon once again. Another touchdown for 2-4. Patriots get the statement win over the Devil Pups. Final score, 58-0 Pender. So, TJ, a lot of good games there. Talk to me a little bit about the Mid-Eastern Conference, your old stomping grounds. What did we see so far tonight?
What I've seen is New Hanover can do it on both sides of the ball. They can score points. They can throw up shutouts. West Brunswick had a really tough offseason, but they're 2-0 in the conference. This is season number 2. You know, it's all about how good are you right now. So West Brunswick 2-0, New Hanover 2-0 in the conference, and we'll see who else is 2-0 by the end of the night.
That is true. We have some more. You guys want some more action? We've got much more football coming up. Our game of the week is next. Stay close. The one and only fifth quarter rolls on after this.
More highlights coming up. You're watching the fifth quarter on WWAY Live. It's time for the game of the week of the fifth quarter.
Welcome back. Yes, it is time for the game of the week. It's the game we've been waiting for, the fifth quarter game of the week. When two Wilmington teams square off, the emotions are high. Throw the records out the door. It's a good old-fashioned rivalry game. For all the action, let's hand things over to our guy, John McHugh. John?
Thank you, Dustin. Well, tonight we had a classic New Hanover County and Mid-Eastern Conference matchup. Laney sitting at 3-2, but coming off of a big blowout victory last week. And perennial powerhouse Hoggard living up to the hype again, undefeated and coming off their own blowout win last week over Topsail. The Vikings were trying to keep on rolling, and Laney had their eyes on the upset.
And there's Ken Juan Watkins, our player of the week last week. He beat out this guy, Josh Jones, the quarterback of the Vikings, in our Twitter poll. This week they battled it out on the field. Let's take you to the action for our fifth quarter game of the week. First quarter, Laney backed up punting, but the snap is bad. It goes over the punter's head, and it's recovered in the end zone by John Bennett. That's not how you usually see a first score in a high school football game, but that's how it was tonight, and he's getting all the praise on the bench. Vikings up 7-0. Next possession, Josh Jones rolls out of the pocket, makes a great throw on the run to Anthony Scavone. He tries to dive for the end zone, but is ruled just short. Scavone not too happy about that, but that's all right. It sets this up. Lloyd Giroux with the handoff, and he powers through into a pile of players over into the end zone. That makes it 14-0 for Hoggard. Second quarter now, Jones drops back, steps up through pressure, and he throws it out to guess who? It's Anthony Scavone. This time, he leaves no doubt. He crosses the goal line, gets in right on the pylon. Everybody celebrating at Hoggard. It would be this way pretty much all night, folks. Hoggard goes on to win it 44-13.
Well, Hoggard will try to keep their streak going in Charlotte against West Brunswick next week, and Laney will lick their wounds and welcome New Hanover to Bucktown next week. Dustin and TJ?
Well, thank you there, John. Now let's check out some Three Rivers play for the first time tonight. It's Red Springs taking on East Columbus. Red Springs up 31-0 at halftime. Gators trying to salvage the game. Here's the first play of the second half. East Columbus making things happen here. But interception.
More defense, Dustin. Couple first-year head coaches, Coach Ches down at Red Springs, first-year head coach at East Columbus, both trying to get their programs heading in the right direction.
Defense is a nice way to do it. Offense and a nice run game is a good way to get that going for Red Springs. Lee McLean takes it to the house. Nice run for the Devils. That puts them up 38-0. Ensuing kickoff, Red Springs kicks away, looking for good field position for East Columbus, but this does not help.
Nice, big hits, love big hits on special teams.
That is beautiful right here. Big hit for the senior. That's about it from Lake Waccamaw, unfortunately, tonight. Gators still searching for their first win of the year. Red Devils win this one with ease. 38-0 is your final score. How about some Columbus Bladen action? The Eagles are hosting the Vikings in this conference battle.
Here's my play of the week. Coach Priest's son running out the team. You love to see things like that. That's why I love high school football.
A little bit of everything in this one. Here's some great high school football. Look at Xavier Wooten come right towards our cameras here.
That's what East Bladen does, ground and pound, run off tackle every other play. Been doing it for 40 years, and it keeps working.
Can't keep Wooten out of the end zone. There it is, 7-0 early. Ensuing kickoff, East Bladen puts this bad boy into the sky. West Columbus can't handle it here, though.
Shout out to the kids at West Columbus. Show up each week, keep playing their hearts out, showing a lot of character. Says a lot about those kids and those coaches down there.
They're fighting hard, but East Bladen's fighting hard. They want to keep things going. Look at that big man rumble here. A few plays later, it's Wooten once again. You know what he does. He scores.
More ground and pound from the Eagles.
You got that right, and that helps this out just halfway through the first quarter. Eric Chansey with a little touchdown pass, 21-0 in the first quarter, but the Eagles fly high again. 47-0 is your final score from Elizabethtown. Now let's head over to see our game right here. The students at Columbus County Career Academy giving you St. Paul's and South Columbus.
Here's a good old buck sweep. Seen this play a few times in my life in Vinegar Hill. Trey Bellamy having a great year. Makes a great cutback right there. Scores one of many touchdowns tonight.
They actually call him a little short there, but they finished off Seth Buffkin, and here's Traquan Bellamy a little later. He gets the score here. That was a good one right there. The South Columbus Stallions win this one. It's all them tonight. Final score, 49-13. Now, hey, TJ, that was a lot of good action there. We saw plenty of big wins, plenty of big games, but there's still more action coming up. Don't you worry about it. We are not done yet, folks. We honor the best of the best next. Stay locked in to the fifth quarter.
Let's take a look at our Week 7 scoreboard.
This is the fifth quarter.
Welcome back to the fifth quarter. We leave you with our final two and my favorite two segments of the night. Let's start off first with the play of the week. Heading back out to South Columbus. What are we seeing here, TJ?
Just when you think you're safe, South Columbus on defense, Trey Bellamy can't score, or can he? Trey Bellamy steps in front of a nice throw, runs it back, kid can find a way to score anyway. Probably sells a little bit of popcorn at halftime as well.
You know, this guy, he just does it all. Very soft-spoken, but look at that slow-mo.
Nice.
Read the quarterback like a book right there. He's a high school student. He's studying hard.
Listening to his coaches there. I'm sure they do that drill every day.
Russell Dove and company have them going something fierce this season. Now from the best play to the best players. You ball, you get the call, and Anthony Scavone answered the call tonight. 6 grabs for a $148 and 2 scores in the blowout Vikings win. Now in Three Rivers, Traquan Bellamy, we just talked about, he has to be the MVP through 7 weeks, right? He had 4 total scores in the Stallions win. Now, how about some love to your guy right there, Owen McDowell. 2 touchdowns on the ground and 1 in the air in the Brunswick Battle victory. Make sure you follow WWAY Sports on Twitter and make your voice heard starting at midnight. We'll announce the winner Tuesday only on WWAY Sports. Now, TJ, we're glad that you got to fill in this week. We missed Joe, obviously, but hey, we're happy to have you. What did we learn tonight?
I think what we learned is, 1, we have some really good football teams in this area, and they're going to make some noise in the playoffs. And 2, I think New Hanover and Hoggard are starting to pull away from the rest of the Mid-Eastern Conference, which is going to make for a great last week of the year, huge rival game, conference championship. I can't wait.
What's it going to take to slow these guys down? Are only each other going to be able to slow them down?
Right now, I think so. You know, you can't overlook anybody. Hoggard's got West Brunswick next week, 2-0 in the conference, so we'll see what happens there.
Well, TJ, once again, thank you very much. Good luck with that West Brunswick game next week. They're going to need it with Hoggard coming to town, but hey, we're happy to have you here.
Thanks for
As
having
always,
me.
always welcome in
Absolutely.
our house tonight. That will do it for tonight's fifth quarter, folks. We truly appreciate you all tuning in to the best high school football show in the Cape Fear. Whatever you choose to do this weekend, have a great weekend. We'll see ya.